may enter. Shut the door, will you? So we can have some privacy. Well, at least you can listen. That's promising. You would be surprised how difficult that can be for some people. Of course, your obedience to me won't simply lie within your ability to shut doors. But only time will tell, won't it? Alright, let's get a look at you, shall we? Well, you're put together at least. In fact, you look lovely. I appreciate your respect for what you've applied to. The absolute state of people I've seen walking through that door. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes. Ah, I see. You know your strength. That is true. Well, you look appropriate for the occasion. I think I can find where to place you correctly. Come, join me. Sit. Very good. Very good indeed. Maybe there is hope for you after all. Alright, well, let's begin, shall we? Let's take a look at what you've got here so far. Of course. And what exactly interested you about being my assistant? Before you reply, need I remind you, for any reason such as, interest in vampires, access to a library, being what is called a night owl, or other such excuses I've heard throughout the years, will simply not do. So, what piqued your interest? Interesting. That is a much more pleasant way of saying you're a vampire, and vampires live forever. Humans. So predictable. But I will give you that. I have seen a lot, and dealt with my fair share of knowledge. I'm sure you can learn a lot from me, hoping to advance your personal life, I suppose. I don't fault you there. You're mine when you walk through those doors, but outside of them, I couldn't care less. But, that is a new one. Never heard that before, I won't lie to you. I have become painfully aware of my slowly growing inability to keep up with how the world turns. But, thanks to you, you've helped me realize a better way to put it. A fresh perspective would definitely help. I think we might be able to reach a middle ground. Now, to get into the weeds, so to say, with what your duties include. No sense in hiring you if you have no clue what the job entails. As my assistant, your duties include taking notes during meetings, scheduling said meetings, arrangement of my food, and many other menial tasks. Are these things you are comfortable doing? Eager, I see. Well, that's promising. Now, I will pay you a decent wage. I'm sure you saw on the flyer. And, of course, many other benefits come with the job as well. I ask you not get in any of the maid's or butler's way. Please limit your exploration of my castle, and under no circumstances are you to ever enter the dungeon. Now, As this town's resident vampire, I like to contribute to it, as they have been nice enough to let me reside here, rather hassle-free. So I like to throw a ball every summer and winter, let them eat food, dance, and enjoy themselves. Quite a large event. And this will be the first of your duties to complete. Better to bring you on board when something difficult is to be done than present you with easier tasks to do. That would simply both tarnish mine and yours perception of your ability to do your job. Like I mentioned earlier, you are to arrange my food. Oddly enough, and this, I suppose, is where you come into play. It was rather difficult for me in the past, but times have changed, and it seems people are almost eager to offer themselves to me. You must guarantee their diets and lifestyles, as I only feast on the finest, and do all of that in a timely manner. Failure to do so will result in both my slow diminishing in my strength and spirit, and also revert me into some sort of crazed beast, something neither me nor the townsfolk would enjoy having creeping around at night. I will entrust you with this responsibility, as I simply have too many things to tend to. I can't be worried about my next meal, like some simple farmer. Now, allow me to show you to your quarters and office. You're free to come and go as you please, whether for personal or business matters. But here you will find anything you could possibly need. If you would follow me, please. Oh, great heavens. Winston, by the gods, you can't keep doing that. How long have you been standing there? Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. And, go see if the head maid requires any assistance. Just make yourself useful or something. Well, you just met Winston. He's one of my butlers. He's been working for me for, well, longer than I expected. Nasty habit, that is. He just appears. Anyways, let's continue, shall we? And do keep up. I'm a bit of a fast walker. No time to dally. And here's your accommodations. Right off the main hall. And not too far from my office. So, no excuses about being late. Let's take a look, shall we? It's rather modest. Just the essentials. Desk, shelves for any books. The view is quite good, I must admit. It overlooks the garden. Granted, not the best view, but much better than some rooms. You'll have time to make yourself familiar. Here, right this way. And this will be your quarters. Bed, dressers, whatever you humans need. Like I said, you're free to come and go as you please. I do ask, though, that you don't use your accommodations to host wild parties. If I'm to be woken up, I'd rather it not be to the screams and jeers of humans. And that's it. Not much. Rather modest. Not quite as grand as some places in the castle. But for you, it will do just fine, I'm sure. Any questions? No? Alright then. That's fantastic. So, if you're happy with everything, I think we can have you begin this weekend. I'll arrange for your belongings to be moved. Just let one of the staff know when and where, and a carriage and men shall handle everything. Let's get out of here, shall we? Rather stuffy, isn't it? No one's been in here for quite some time. Now, you will make yourself familiar with the castle and grounds in due time, but I shall give you a brief tour. Can't have you bumbling about. I need you performing your duties. Now, you came in through the front, so no reason to show you that again. But I shall show you the kitchen, dining room, and library. 3 spaces I'm sure you shall frequent. So, right over here is the entrance to the kitchen. Please, do be careful. Staff is constantly coming and going. I'd hate for a pot of stew to be wasted, spent on your dress, instead of where it belongs, on my dining table. Speaking of it, come, right through here. This is the dining room and hall. Please feel free to make use of it. Any meals you may need, simply ask. Do avoid requesting more exotic meals, though, and the staff shall quickly present you with the requested food. You are free to sit anywhere and enjoy your meal. I ask you, though, you make yourself scarce when I am dining, and do not sit in my chair. To others, it may be something they enjoy, but to me, it's still a meal all the same. Now, right this way. I need to speak to the maids. The dust in here is horrible. This is the Grand Library. Any books, research, papers, maps, you will find in here, and I dare say, if you fail to, either you are horrible at your duties, or truly looking for something rare. It's tended to by our librarian. Don't mind him. He simply makes sure things remain tidy. I find him rather off-putting, but he does a fantastic job and is rather old. It would be a shame to let him go. So, I expect you to be in here rather a lot, or your office. I don't use the library as much as I used to, admittedly. I ran out of new literature to read. Now, that's the quick tour. Like I said, all of my facilities are free to use. Just whatever you do, do not venture into the dungeon, no matter what you hear or what I may say. Got it? Fantastic. Like I said, I expect you to begin soon. I shall get you up to speed with my current ongoings. I do hope you are better than the last. Those always in some book. Preferred reading stories, that one, than doing their job. But if you are satisfied with everything, begin to make yourself comfortable. And if there is anything you need, simply alert the staff. There is always one of them roaming about. I shall see you soon. I must bid adieu. I have other matters to tend to, but, judging by your attentiveness and how you present yourself, I think you will be absolutely perfect. But only time will tell, won't it? Farewell.